Have you ever wondered if you possess the qualities of a high-value man? It's not always easy to recognize these traits in oneself, and many men may not even be aware of the potential they hold within. While there's no definitive formula for what constitutes a high-value man, certain characteristics distinguish them from others. From their introspective nature to their self-sufficiency, there are some unmistakable signs that signify a man of exceptional value. In this video, we'll explore 8 key indicators that you may indeed be a high-value man. Number 1. They have a different way of thinking. High-value men possess a distinct way of thinking that sets them apart from the crowd. Their unique thought process is often misunderstood, as they tend to approach problems from a multitude of perspectives rather than settling for a single solution. By exploring different angles and possibilities, high-value men often come up with innovative and creative solutions that others might overlook. However, this type of thinking can also be isolating. Those who think outside the box may struggle to fit in with individuals who don't understand their unconventional approach. It's as if they speak a different language, and not everyone can relate to or appreciate their thought process. When two high-value personalities cross paths, however, their connection is instant. They understand each other's ways of thinking without the need for explanation, almost as if they share a secret language that only they can comprehend. Despite the challenges of their unique mindset, high-value men continue to stand out and make a significant impact in their communities and beyond. Number 2. They treat everyone the same regardless of social status. High-value men possess a remarkable quality of treating everyone equally, irrespective of their social status. They do not feel the need to impress anyone, nor do they care about social hierarchies. They believe in fairness and justice, and strive to treat everyone respectfully, be it a CEO or a janitor. Their egalitarian attitude is a refreshing change from the usual competitive and hierarchical atmosphere found in many places. These men recognize that every individual has something unique to offer, regardless of their background or experience level. They firmly believe in putting everyone on an equal footing, and do not subscribe to any form of hierarchy. They do not compete or prove themselves, but rather wish to be judged on their merits and treated as equals. Despite their reserved nature, high-value men have a strong moral code that guides their actions. They always strive to do what is right and just, making them role models for others to follow. Number 3. They are capable of leadership, however don't seek it out. High-value men possess all the qualities of great leaders, but they don't actively seek out leadership positions. They are capable of taking charge when needed, but they prefer to stay in the background and observe rather than seek attention or recognition. They excel at providing quiet guidance and leading by example, often achieving more significant results than any verbal instruction could. High-value men are not threatened by others who seek the limelight, but rather support and empower them to succeed. They are willing to lend a helping hand whenever needed, without seeking any personal gain or credit. They collaborate well with others, and are more interested in seeing everyone succeed rather than being the sole standout leader. While high-value men may not actively pursue leadership roles, they have a natural sense of direction and are excellent at providing guidance when needed. They possess the qualities of exceptional leaders, and can inspire others through their actions and words. Their selflessness and willingness to support others make them an asset to any team or organization. Number 4. They don't share much about their lives. High-value men are often very private, and choose not to share much about their personal lives. This helps them to protect themselves from potential risks, such as betrayal or being taken advantage of. While they may seem closed off at first, those who get to know them are often surprised by how thoughtful and sensitive they can be. High-value men take their time getting to know someone before they open up, but once they do, they can be incredible friends. While they may not be the most talkative people, they are deeply reflective and insightful. They value their private lives and may appear aloof or unapproachable, but this is just their way of observing and listening before speaking up. High-value men are highly observant and aware of the world around them, and they can pick up on subtle cues and social dynamics more quickly than most people. Number 5. They are highly independent and value their solitude. High-value men are fiercely independent, and prioritize their freedom above all else. They cherish the ability to explore, create and think for themselves, and don't like feeling tied down or obligated to do something. As high-value men, they often reject conformity and instead seek to forge their own paths and blaze new trails. Their independence can sometimes be misconstrued as aloofness or arrogance, but it's simply a sign of their confidence and determination to do things their way. They value the space and autonomy to make their own decisions, and they aren't restrained by rules or regulations. They thrive on the ability to think outside the box and find new ways of approaching challenges. This means they often reject following the crowd, and instead seek to create unique solutions. Their desire for independence can sometimes make it challenging to work with them, but once you earn their respect and trust, they can be incredible collaborators. Number 6. They avoid large gatherings. High-value men typically avoid large gatherings, which can be overwhelming and draining for them. While a low-value man might thrive in such scenarios, these men prefer to stay out of the spotlight and don't seek attention or validation from being the center of attention. Instead, they prefer smaller gatherings where they can get to know people on a deeper level and engage in more meaningful conversations. High-value men need some space to think and reflect, and large group settings can often be too chaotic and noisy for them. After attending a big gathering, they may need to spend some time alone to recharge. This doesn't mean that they can't function in such environments, but rather that their battery runs out faster than their low-value counterparts. While high-value men may not be the life of the party, they can still make great contributions to any conversation. Their thoughtful insights and unique perspectives often add a lot of value to discussions. Their ability to think deeply and critically often leads to them seeing things from a different angle than others. This makes them valuable assets to any group or team. Number 7. They don't like being told what to do. High-value men greatly appreciate their autonomy and prefer making their own decisions without being influenced by others. While they may take advice from someone they trust, they don't appreciate being micromanaged or being told what to do. They rely on their own judgment and instincts when making decisions, and they question the status quo instead of blindly following outdated rules. High-value men are not rebellious by nature, but they won't hesitate to stand their ground when they feel that their values or beliefs are being compromised. They may clash with authority figures who try to impose their will on them, which can create tension and conflict. However, they won't change their opinions just to please someone else. These men have an independent spirit and are not afraid to forge their own paths in life, even if it means going against the grain. This doesn't mean they seek out trouble, but rather they won't compromise their values or beliefs just to fit in or please others. This often means they are highly selective about who they associate and work with. Number 8. They are unapologetically themselves. High-value men are unapologetically themselves. They don't feel the need to conform to societal norms or fit into a particular mold. They are comfortable in their own skin and embrace their unique perspectives and lifestyles. High-value men don't seek validation or approval from others. They live their lives on their terms and don't apologize for it. Their independence and self-assuredness often set them apart from the crowd. They understand that not everyone will agree with them or accept their ideas, but they refuse to change who they are just to fit in. High-value men appreciate the beauty in their differences and strive to find their own way in life. They don't try to impress others or show off. They don't feel the need to explain themselves or their choices. They simply live their lives authentically and let their actions speak for themselves. This level of self-confidence and authenticity is truly admirable and sets them apart from those who constantly seek validation and approval from others.